Where are we at here, Riley?
Ghost Ride's booth.
Ghost Ride Productions. You can see it right there. And they have a kind of a Demigorgon.
You should get that for the selfie museum.
Yes, we should. And it is $1,870. And look at this. We've got a Lollapalooza. What's that?
Weed dude.
Weed dude. He's holding weed. And look at this guy. That's pretty disgusting. He's got a stake through his mouth. And this person has been killed by a pitchfork. And you can see down there where there's a plate so you can bolt it into the ground and hold it up. And then here's the owner right here, Michael Shaley.
Hey, Larry.
Mike.
Hey, Riley. Hey, Riley.
Give us a tour of your booth.
All right. Well, we have 70 feet here.
We've already got that section.
Right. So
You got a pile of corpses.
Yeah. Some of these are new finishes. That one is a computer design.
You made it in a computer.
Yeah.
Look at the teeth.
Yeah, those are resin teeth, and we print those in-house and then do the molding in-house now.
And I really like this over here, Mike.
Yeah.
Where you made, it's almost like I'm in Spencer's and you're gonna buy a poster and all the stuff that he sells.
These are like the favorites. And then we used to produce a 40-page catalog of everything we had. It was a compendium, so we just put it all on that so people can look at it. And we refer it to in our booth as well. So.
All right. So.
And then this year was all about doing a different acid finish with the mold, and then the white staining that we do there. We did more pikes. We got a lot of orders from people before the show, and we noticed that people were ordering these pikes. So we said, well, let's bring it.
And here's a guy holding his head.
Yeah, we showed that at MHC last year. And then this one's cool. Check this out. These arms, here, stand back a little bit. Check it out. So your actor can actually have the arms swing, or sometimes props will move by themselves when the walls move. So we put some swivels in those.
Now beware, there's a brain. Now I bought one of these and put it in my escape room.
Well, we did a custom metal box, remember in here?
That opens with a lock.
Yes.
And then we got like a really scary looking nun.
Yeah.
Now, explain this prop, this one, like this whole new set.
Right.
What is going on here?
So what we wanted to do was every haunted house has these figures that are just standing straight or they bend a little bit. So one of the things on our regular body form is we design the armature so we can actually do a twist in the shoulders. That's the one thing. But then we started kind of going, how far can we go with it? And so we started looking at different body poses and different situations where the silhouette would be broken up and will bring your sight line down. So you're looking at this, like right here, Larry, you're looking at this, and when you saw that in a haunted house, you wouldn't know if that was an actor trying to fake them out or distract, and then it gives you a chance for your other actors to do the scare. But these are each one of these are handmade with steel armature, so they're pretty durable, and they have a stand.
So the idea is to make these look like they're real people, like that are going to jump up at the customer.
Or they're distracting so much to like, I know that's a real person, because you're not going to see that body form in another haunted house. So it's not like they're going to compare.
And that's $1,265.
Yep. So what we're trying to do is just break up the silhouette right now.
Now we didn't get over here, and that is really disgusting. Is that a mold of a real person?
The lower section is a mold, a life cast.
I think that's kind of funny that you put a shirt on there that says "Be kind." What's kind about that? Nothing. And look at this. Holy cow. And look, we got trays of organs and intestines. And of course we have pumpkins. We have dead bodies.
Yeah, the pumpkins we started in 17.
And then this guy's $1,366.
Yeah, you can see how he pull out on him. You can see how his shoulder twists a little bit. And he bends over.
And he looks real.
Yeah.
And I like the plate you put on it because it's very minimal and invasive into the scene.
Right.
And that's nice.
Yeah.
Now you probably though should put like 4 holes so that you can screw it down to the floor.
Thank you. Noted. No,
okay.
but you're right.
More. Look at this. that looks insanely real.
Yep. That's what we're
Now,
going for
was
there.
this made with a computer too?
Yeah, that was our original old timer head, and then we put it in the computer, and our designer re-sculpted it, and then we printed it out.
And then you got some plants and some rooster guts. This is all crazy, Mike. And
Well-
then over here, this is beyond belief disgusting. And a skinned raccoon or something.
Yeah, some of these, the butcher shop stuff, we noticed that people weren't really doing them.
And look at his head,
Yeah.
his tongue sticking out. That's over the top. And you got these people. Did you see that movie Thanksgiving?
No, but we're doing a project for that, for somebody for that.
That it reminds me of the movie Thanksgiving. Okay, and then look at this. Oh my goodness, that is disgusting.
So this was our glut character, you know, our one that we had last year.
Yep.
So we just took the upper torso of it, reshaped the hands, and then did this goopy acid look to it.
Look, the back of the cranium. And we have, what is this, more like a photo op?
Yeah, yeah.
You got some Silent Hill type of characters. Which character do you like the most here, Riley?
Well, we have this one at the creepy room.
Yes. And you got a spider
I
guy
think the Demogorgon.
and a bee. And you notice on the bee, he's got one bee arm and one human arm. That's pretty cool. And then, Mike, I have to give it to you because this is pretty clever on your part once again. And you got barcodes here, and then you've got all the stuff that you couldn't bring because you only have so many.
But you know how it is. Everyone says, like, what's new? And then they'll say, like, you know, we're known for Frozen stuff. And they'll say, you guys used to make a Frozen thing. Well, we don't bring everything every time, but this gives them a chance to see what's on the what's in our catalog.
And there's some Frozen stuff. Speaking of Frozen,
Yeah.
and we got corpses, dead people. And then, of course, you've been really big on pumpkins the last few years, and it seems like, oh, I don't even think I saw that. Is that new up there?
Which one?
This one up here? The pumpkin, the chick coming out of the pumpkin?
We did that for a couple of clients, and I don't think we've ever brought it to the show. So one of our clients ordered it, and we thought we'd bring it to the show. That's called an Ida Reacher.
Okay, now Mike, real quick to wrap up this video, because we've just now showed everything in your booth.
Yeah.
What's your status on making stuff for people?
What do you mean?
Like, you're taking orders at the show, and then where will that put you in terms of ordering after the show?
If you don't order at the show, we'll probably be able to take the follow-up orders after the show for a couple of weeks. But probably if you don't order now, or you don't at least contact us, then we won't be able to take your order after March, probably.
So, like, you're saying by April the 1st, you're pretty much going to be locked up for the year?
Pretty much.
And how do they reach you?
They could go to ghostride.com. Info@ghostride.com is my email. I'm the only one that answers it. And so...
What's your Instagram? Do you post on it a lot?
No.
No? What about Facebook?
No.
No. Just a website.
Just contact me directly. Info@ghostride. Tell me what you need.
Or ghostride.com.
Or ghostride.com. You can see stuff.
Hey, that
on there.
pumpkin's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Look at that.
I know, I
Chick
saw
coming
that.
out of it, you should get
Yeah,
that.
that's disgusting. It's pretty cool. So, hey, thanks a lot for giving us the tour, Mike.
Yeah.
And everything looks fantastic.
And Larry,
Yeah,
thanks
looks
for
great.
doing these videos on the roll up to Transworld.
Yeah?
They're a little long, but they are packed with information, and I like what you're doing and the cadence at which you deliver your thoughts and comments. I appreciate it.
Well, I did one today. Maybe Transworld won't like it so much. But basically, when you get to that last third, it's mashed potatoes. You
Okay.
and all the vendors are, they complaining or whatever. They need to just try to get those haunt vendors back over on this side. Because, I was explaining, when this show started, it was basically maybe from right there to over here plus the dark zone.
Yeah.
And as people come into the show later and later and later, they get pushed further and further back.
Well,
and so
everybody can't be
no, I know.
in the front area.
No, I know, but I'd like to see it redone by section. So we got haunt vendors together. Get the
Well, I'll tell you the one thing about Transworld and why.
Hey, David, I'm going to get in touch with you.
Yeah, pop down.
What's that?
I'll tell you why Transworld's the best show to show if you're going to do Halloween stuff, and it is because they will take that feedback and they will do something with it. Okay, they've made changes based on suggestions from everybody, you, me, regular attendees, and so that's good feedback for them. And
Yeah, so I hope at some point the show's just reimagined in terms of sectioning. Like when you go to Christmas, it's all Christmas. Okay, we don't see Christmas booths over here, for example, because it would be, not good for the vendor or the buyer.
Right.
So yeah, but that whole last section, we did a video on it. It's really like mashed potatoes over there. It's a little bit of everything.
Well, listen.
All mixed in a blender.
But since COVID, every business is different. Our business is completely 100% different from COVID. So the Transworld is still in a transition because the trade show businesses themselves, the producers that put them on, and the venues like America Center, they're all changing as well. So I would suggest to just be patient, give the comments, be patient, because I think there's things to come.
Let me ask you one question before we go. I was talking to you. You no longer like mold stuff. Now you're doing everything like in a.
Well, we mold, but we no longer do the life casting strictly. We still do life casting.
So how's that changed? Like you're doing it in a computer or?
3 years ago, I would have told you, no way, we want to do the live casting. But if you look at what you can do with a computer, now the upstart is a lot more. You got to have a lot more hardware and such, and you have to have the technology savvy person that is working with you. But what we can do now is we can scan a body and we can then manipulate it in a software program to sculpt.
And then print it.
And then print it out. And we do all of that in our place.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
I can tell you, Ghost Ride is one of my favorite companies to order from. I think I've placed an order with you every year for like, I don't know how many years now.
This is our 24th year.
Yeah, so probably 20.
Probably 24.
Probably not the first year.
Nah.
I don't think you were nice to me.
No, you weren't nice to me. You thought we stole your props. Because I remember you're like, did you take those props? And you just had them on some pile on something. I don't know who took them, but that was my first introduction.
But anyway.
now you love me. So.
Yeah. No, we do love Ghost Ride, and their stuff is amazing. And one of the things that I was saying to vendors, Mike, and I'll just ask you one more question since I got you. You spend a lot of time going and visiting other haunts, and do you do that on purpose? I mean, I know you do it on purpose because you go. I mean, but do you do it because you're trying to learn from your customers?
Well, I think anybody that's in the business that's creative like this, and that you're always looking for ideas, you got to be inspired. You can be inspired by the web. But I think I'm more inspired by the creativity of haunt owners and what they do. I mean, you can go to theme parks and you can see what they're doing, and they got all these development teams. But really, some of the best stuff you see are from people that are just doing it on their own. They're farmers, they're teachers, they're somebody that does it as a passion, and they're just kind of knuckling what they can out of the small dollars that they have. And some of the stuff is so great that you'd be a fool not to like.
And every year you go on a haunt tour.
Yeah, I do anywhere from 10 to 13 states.
And then you also do the legendary.
I do the legendary every year because I think it's a great time to get the honesty out of the haunt people, because they're still fresh from the year and they share everything. They don't let the holidays kind of cloud what really happened in their event. So I like that event.
And you've moved your company to Idaho.
5 years now.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Love it in Idaho.
Well, thanks a lot, Mike. And if they want to reach you, do it quick.
info@ghostride.com is how you email me. Ghostride.com is where you can order. And if you order and you place an order now, we don't take the money up front. We look at the order and make sure we can do it before we do anything about the financials. If you do it now and you reach us before the end of March, most likely we'll be able to get your order out to you.
All right. Well, thanks a lot, Mike.
All right. Thanks, Larry.
All right. You take care.